We're going to do a project today. It's an iMovie app smash activity. And so you guys are going to start with a quote that you find online. I found this one on quoteland.com, but I'm going to go ahead and copy the quote and then I'm going to paste it into a Keynote slide. All right, and so you can just use the Command V to paste it. And then I need to find kind of another word. So I want to paraphrase the quote. So I'm going to take my paraphrase and I'm going to again select it, copy it, and then I'm going to drop that into a second Keynote slide. Okay, so that's how I paraphrase. And from there, I want to go to what it means. But you're going to type up what you think it means, and then you guys are going to copy that, and you're going to, or you can type it right in Keynote, and then you're going to place that into a third Keynote slide. Okay, so we have 3 slides now. The quote, and then we have the paraphrase, and then we have what it means. And then you're going to take these 3 slides and you're actually going to use them in an iMovie. Now you may need to do some formatting. You might want to make your quote bigger or smaller, or but you also just want to make sure that you have quotation marks and also that the author's first and last name is included, because remember, when we have a quote, we want to make sure that we know who said it and we want to make sure that we give this person credit. So I have to take Daniel Barenboim's name and make sure that I copy his name correctly, and sometimes the copy paste feature works the best for this because you'll make sure that you spell it correctly. And then I'm going to make sure that that is attached to the quote. Now you'll notice sometimes in Keynote it comes up a little wrong, and so you may have to go back and reformat to make sure that you can see the person's name. So I'm going to have to change the text color and make sure that that it shows up correctly. There it is. Now once I have my 3 slides done, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to screenshot them. Okay, and so for this part, you're going to put it in play mode, and then you're going to take a screenshot, and then we'll just move that out of the way. And then you're going to do the same thing with the second Keynote slide. So you're going to, again, put it in play mode, take a screenshot, move it out of the way, and then the third slide, you're going to do the same thing. So I want to go and find my digital literacy website in order to find a couple of pictures. And from here, you guys know you have the web clip that you can do it, but you can find that Creative Commons search link either on the home page or on the 5th grade page. So we're going to tap that pink button, and you guys are going to go into Creative Commons, and I'm just going to search for art, right? Because that's my topic for today. So I'm going to find images with art, and it turned back 2,273 pages. So I'm just going to find a quick one that I like, and you guys can spend a little more time on this. Remember, you have to tap the text in order to get to the part of the picture you can copy credit. So once I tap that, I want to save the image by holding my finger down on it until the save image pops up. And then I want to copy credit as text so that it goes onto my clipboard. Once I do that, now I can go into iMovie. And from iMovie, I want to create a new presentation or a new movie. So I'm going to start a new project by hitting the plus sign and choosing Movie. And then I'm going to be able to add in my Keynote screenshots. And you can see where all some of my other pictures are. So I'm going to find those screenshots and I'm going to drop them in. And then I'm also going to hit the plus sign because I want to be able to add in, and you can rearrange these later, but I wanted to be able to add in the picture that I just took. So I'm going to go recently added, you can see it, you might have to scroll down, find the picture, select it, drop it in there. And then on the picture, what I want to do is I want to add text, right? So I want to add at the bottom a little Creative Commons attribution. So at the bottom, at the bottom there, you can choose which text you want to add. And then where it says title text here, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to double tap so that I can change it, and then I'm going to paste that attribution that I just credited. And now you see you have attribution right there on your slide. This is preferable to having a slide at the end with all of the pictures because this one puts the attribution directly on the slide, which is what you want. You don't want necessarily just a list of random attributions and you don't know which picture each one goes with. So we're going to try to put it right on the slide. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to find another picture. So for this one, I'm just going to stay with art. I'll go to the next page and I'll find a picture. Oh, here's one. There's one by, that looks pretty cool. Oh, it's by somebody named Art. So I'm going to again click on the text. Remember, I have to save the image. So hold your finger down and then copy the credit as text. And now it will drop into your camera roll again. So let's go back to the iMovie. And then we're going to go to Photos. We'll go to Recently Added. And then we're going to find that picture we just took and choose that to drop in. And then I'm going to do the same process, okay? I'm going to choose text at the bottom. I'm going to choose something simple, title text. And then I'm going to go into that box and I'm going to paste the attribution that I just got. And there again, I have done my job in order to cite the work that I used. Now I can rearrange where I want everything to go. So I'm going to put the quote first, maybe start with a picture right after that. And then I'm going to move the quote in front of it because that makes a little more sense, right? And then after that, I probably am going to put the paraphrase, so what the quote means. And then because I like to have things symmetrical, I'm going to move the picture next. And then I'm going to have what I think it means. And then you can just go through and play your movie as it is. Now you want to make sure that obviously your text is readable and that the movie makes sense and people have enough time to read what you have written on each slide. So you can adjust that as you go in iMovie and you can play with some of the features, but this is your basic of how you're going to create your iMovie and correctly give attribution for your pictures as well as your quotation.